In this video, we'll be looking at simplifying algebraic expressions. Before we get into simplifying algebraic expressions, though, we need to understand what like terms are. And like terms are terms that have the same variable or variables raised to the same power or powers. So some examples of like terms. Let's say I had 4a and 3a. Those would be like terms because they both had the variable a. If I have 4a and 3b, these would not be like terms because this has a variable a, this has a variable b. If we had something like 4a and 3a squared, these would be non-like terms. So these are not like terms because this has an a, this variable here was a squared. If we have something like 4a squared and 3a squared, these would be like terms because they both have the same variables of a squared. So in order for something to be simplified or combined, you need to have like terms. We would need to have the same variable or variables raised to the same power or powers. In the chart here, we're given examples of things that can be simplified and cannot be simplified. So the first expression was 4a plus 3 plus 6. Now we have an algebraic term of 4a. There's no other a's in this, so that can't be simplified with anything else. But we have two constants that could be simplified, the 3 and the 6, and when you combine 3 and 6, that gives you 9. So this simplifies to 4a plus 9. In the next expression, we had 6x minus 2x plus 5. What we'll notice here is that we have two like terms. We have 6x, and because this is minus 2x, again, going back to our subtraction rules, we would rewrite this as plus and negative. So this is actually a negative 2x. So you have a positive 6x and a negative 2x. In this case, it wouldn't matter, 6x minus 2x. Either way, you're still getting 4x. But when we're identifying these terms, we need to understand that this is a positive 6 and this is a negative 2. So that's a positive 6x and a negative 2x. That leaves us with 4x. And then we just bring down our plus 5. We can't combine the 5 and the 4x because those are unlike terms. For the expressions that can't be simplified, we had 4x plus 3y plus 7. X, y, no term, nothing, or no variable, nothing is alike here, so that cannot be simplified. Then we had 2a minus b plus 3, variable of a, variable b, no variable. These cannot be simplified. So these are already simplified in its lowest terms, whereas the ones on the left side here could have been simplified because they shared like terms.